Hello everyone, good evening. Pretty excited here. I got a package here. Can't wait to open it. I actually tried to get this shoe a few months ago before we actually moved out of state. And I picked up the shoe from this particular boutique. It was like, I got an alert on Twitter that it just stopped. Jumped on their website, bought the shoe, and then like the next morning they canceled my order. So I was like, well, maybe it wasn't meant, maybe I didn't need it. But then about maybe 2 days ago, I got another alert on Twitter that they had a restock for this shoe on Foot Locker. I was like, oh man, that makes it even better, because then if I get it in hand and I don't want it, I can actually send it back and get a refund. Or if it doesn't fit right, I can send it back for a refund. And I was like, that works out also because Foot Locker does the reward points when you make the purchases. So like it's a win-win. And this shoe, for some odd reason, costs $20 less than the other ones that they have retroed in this particular silhouette. So judging from, the title of the video, you guys are gonna already know what this is. But I don't know, I just like to kind of like wait to say what the shoe is until I actually open it, the box. I don't know why I like to do that, but let me show you guys what's in here. Get this open. You got some pretty thick tape on here, but sorry about that. All right, so this particular shoe here, you guys are gonna be able to know what it is as soon as you see the button. Actually, you might won't know what it is as soon as you see the box. But if you see this emblem, you should already know what this emblem means. If you're familiar with sneakers, and especially this particular player, but this is like the symbol for Kevin Durant. This is the KD4, and the shoe that is in here is a shoe, like I said, I've been trying to get for a while. And it is the KD4 Weatherman. Like I said, this shoe here retails, it only retailed for $130. And I was like, $130 isn't bad at all for, this particular retro. Now the only thing is, I'm just gonna let you guys know, as you guys can see, this actually has a sticker on the bottom. So this shoe came from Foot Locker. So apparently, whichever Foot Locker store they grabbed this from, this must have been the display shoe that was on the floor, because they put the price tag on the bottom. So normally price tag is on the bottom. It's the one that was sitting on the floor. And then that means, now me, I'm kind of OCD. I don't like people touching all on my stuff. Probably 100 people that picked this up, touched on it, looked at it and everything. And then when it's out for display, one shoe always looks a little bit more dustier than the other one. So this is the left shoe here. Let's take a look at the right. Yeah, see, now this is the right shoe. Now I'm gonna tell you where you're gonna see the main difference there. Like I said, I might be a little OCD, but you guys will be able to see it too. So this is the right shoe. The right shoe, you can see the way it's strapped. It's strapped with the strap coming here because no one's unstrapped this yet before. There's no marks or no blemishes on the shoe. It's brand new. Still has like that new smell inside. The tongue is sticking up there. Tissue paper is down in there just the way it should be. Now in this left shoe, it's strapped. It's not strapped right. The tongue is pushed way down because people probably been handling it. They probably been, trying it on, looking at it, and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I hate getting display shoes. Whenever I used to walk in a shoe when I was younger, and then the tongue's all loose, whereas this tongue is like stiff. It's not going nowhere, so you can tell it's been handled. But of course, it's no scuff marks per se. But it's definitely dustier, but it's not, at least no one kind of probably wore it. It's just been on the shelf, and I can tell because on this side, where people probably been touching it, there's like a little bit of fingerprint. I'll just scrub that out, right where the Nike sign is at. But now that I'm off my OCD rant, let me get into the shoe for you. So this shoe is like an emerald green, and an emerald green, black. It has some hints of like orange, red, and yellow in it as well. And it also has like black, for like the outsole, and then the bottom are actually translucent, and the color is like blue. So they call these the Weatherman, and like within the design, it's kind of like a Doppler system. So like if you're looking at like the weather, or you're watching like that weather Doppler system, it'll show like on that map, like on the graph, when you're watching like the news, and it's like, oh, you look here, it's gonna be sunny, or this is what the radar is showing. So it's kind of like showing like kind of like how that Doppler system looks when it tries to tell the weather. So on the inside of the shoe, this same pattern on the outside also continues within the inside of the shoe in here. The insole kind of has like a thunderbolt and a cloud and a symbol of the sun in there. I don't know if you can see it, because it's to try to, hold on. Because it's trying to like, like you got like thunder, cloud, sun, kind of like different, different days, different types of weather, different moments and stuff like that. And then on the side of the shoe, it has actually like a degree, or a latitude, longitude of a certain place there. On the strap here, it has 35, which I'm assuming is like 35 degrees. I could be wrong. And then on this shoe, on this one, it had the longitude or latitude of 30.1. And then on this one, it has 28.6, which could also be the number of degrees too. So I don't know, like I said, it could be one or the other. And then in the insole on the other shoe, I told you it had like the different weather symbols. So on this shoe, it says the forecast calls for a thunderstorm. So basically, Kevin Durant raining down those shots, you know what I'm saying? So that's what that was supposed to be, kind of giving, tribute to us back in the day when he used to play. I mean, he's old now, so he ain't really playing the way he used to, but back in the day, he used to be a much better player. And that was basically, basically the weather. The forecast was basically Kevin Durant, raining down those shots. So that's where that came from. But this particular shoe here, I was definitely excited to see it retro, and definitely wanted to get my hands on it. I do wish that I didn't have like a floor model, pair or whatever, but it's fine. And I can see now that I didn't, readjusted this strap here. The shoe itself is already trying to retake the shape that it already had. So like the tongue was stuck down in there. It's already then came back up and kind of stand up on its own like this one. And then the shape of the shoe here was kind of squished down because they pulled it tight. So that's kind of getting its form back or whatever. The shoe was kind of already kind of getting, its form back. So I also have this particular shoe in the Year of the Dragon colorway that they did for this particular silhouette earlier this year. Because this year they've been redoing all of the Kevin Durant 4 colorways. So they've done the Weatherman, they've done the Galaxies, they've done the Galaxies, the Weathermans, the Nerfs, the Year of the Dragons, and there's one other, and they're also going to do the Unpearls later this year. So I just wanted to, let you guys see what these look like. Now, some people say they go up a half size or a whole size on these. In the Year of the Dragons, they only had a 9.5. That's my true to size. And I actually fit those perfectly. So all they had on Foot Locker was a 9.5 and under. So I grabbed these. So I'm hoping these will fit the same way that the other ones fit. But what I'm going to do is what I'll do is I'll promise you guys, once I get a little more time, I'll throw these on feet, do an on feet video for you, and actually tell you guys how this particular colorway fits compared to the Year of the Dragons. But I'm sure they'll pretty much fit the same, but I'll do a on feet at a later day. I do gotta get back to work. It's busy season right now, so just wanted to take a couple of minutes to unbox this shoe and then, you know, get back to work. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Try my best to grow the channel. I'll have more time towards like the end of October to really get more and more, you know, into the, you know, the editing and some of the, you know, the intros and the music and all that. So right now I'm in my beginning stages, so I definitely appreciate you all for tuning in. So you guys have a good weekend, and I should have another review for you coming up possibly next week on Monday. Thanks and have a good one.